And it's a yoga and Pilates class today, 50-50. And we are going to have our yoga mats out and our I'm having a couple of my, I'm going to use my blocks today in yoga. And also with the Pilates portion of the class, we're going to have our ring today, doing 9 exercises, probably 8 to 10 reps with the Pilates portion of the class. So let's get started. I also want to do a lot of, not a lot, but maybe 3 different balancing exercises today in yoga, so that we can really, I want to get like, I'm talking about, tree pose and maybe warrior 3 pose so that we can really start to be able to easily lift up one foot and just balance on the opposite leg. Okay. So that's kind of my goal for June here. All right, let's start with coming down to our mats and meditating and breathing for a couple minutes here to just set our intention for class this morning. So I'm just going to come down to my little meditation pillow that was gifted to me by my yogi. And so when I sit on it, I think of 𝐆𝐫𝐚𝐜𝐿 and I think of all the really super fun classes and the things that I learned from her for 25 years that I hung out with her and just absorbed all her wisdom and knowledge. And fun. Classes were always fun. You don't want to get too serious about physicality, because then it just doesn't make it fun to be consistent with it. So we're just going to sit with our legs crossed, maybe the palms up to the ceiling, maybe the fingertips in front of the knees, whatever feels good to you, or maybe you have your hands in prayer. And we're just going to gently close our eyes. I'm going to think about the top of my head reaching to the ceiling, to the sky, and just lengthening, lifting maybe my ribs up a little bit, let my pelvis sink into my meditation pillow, let my knees relax, my hip flexors relax. Set your intention for your class today, your class, your yoga, your body, your mind, your heart. I'm just going to use my fingers to count to 10. When we inhale, we pause at the top, and then we exhale to the count of 10. Or you can just listen to my voice and take that breath in, let the diaphragm expand where the ribs start to float out to the sides. And then when you release, you let that breath go and you kind of squeeze all the way down into the pelvis area so that you just get that last drop of breath out. All right, so here we go. Inhaling. Pause. Exhaling. Pause. Inhale. Pause at the top and exhale. Pausing at the bottom. We'll do 3 more. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Last one. Inhale. And exhaling. Pausing at the bottom. Just do normal breath work now. Set your intention for your class this morning. Gently open up your eyes. Beautiful. Sit back a little bit. Extend those legs out in front if you have them bent. Kind of slap out the legs a little bit with your hands on top of the thighs, on the sides of the hips. Bend the knees in. Let's come to standing as you put your blanket or pillow or bolster away from the mat. And we're just going to come to standing here where we're going to stand nice and tall in mountain pose. And my feet are going to be together in the beginning here. My arms are going to be nice and long down aside. I can feel my shoulders kind of rolling back a bit. I'm opening up these fingertips, lifting the toes off the mat, just trying to feel my body this morning. And then we're just going to inhale, draw the arms up to the ceiling. Hold it up there, squeeze, clasp the fingertips together, squeeze. Squeeze the bum, lift up those kneecaps. And now gently just open up the arms and bring them down to the side. This is a basic, also a balancing pose where you're just trying to stay rooted in your mountain pose. We'll do 2 more. Inhaling, arms up. Squeeze, squeeze, reach, reach. Reach up out of those hips. And then exhale, open up the arms nice and wide, bring them down to the side. Pause a moment. Again, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift up, reach up, reach up. And then gently release, bring those arms nice and wide, spread the fingertips apart. Beautiful. Let's open up our feet to hip width apart. We're just going to do some twisting. And I want you to kind of slap your hands on your hips, your belly, wherever it feels good to you. Just going to do some nice little opening up the hips, upper back. If you want to bend the knees into it, you're more than welcome to. You can keep them slightly bent, but not locked out. Don't lock out the legs. You can go a little bit faster if you want to. Adds a little bit cardio into it. This feels yummy as I'm opening up my body this morning. And then I slowly just come back to center. Arms down alongside. Close your eyes a minute. This is what I'm talking about. Balance. Like I feel slightly dizzy. But I'm just anchoring my feet into the mat. My eyes are closed. I'm just pausing a moment here. And then gently opening up the eyes. Okay, let's come to the back of our mat, wherever that may be for you. I am going to draw my arms up. We're going to do a little chaturanga, come all the way out, monkey out, and then walk on back. Just nice and easy and gentle. Inhaling up. Exhale, bend the wrist, chin to chest, and roll on down. Open up the feet, hip width apart. If you want to grab your yoga blocks, you're more than welcome to. And then you just gently walk those fingertips, those hands out. You can bend the knees. Little pedaling, bicycling. Pressing back into the heels as you pedal. Take your time, lifting those hips up nice and tall. Letting the head drop down. Pausing here. Rolling your shoulders out. The fingertips are nice and spread onto your mat. Lift the head up, look in between the hands. Can you step in between your hands coming forward? Slightly bend those knees, straighten them. Come up halfway to flat back. Hands in front of those knees, pushing back. pushing all the way back. Arms are long. Finding that stretch in the hamstrings. And then release and bend over, step back with that right leg, and then step back with the left leg, downward dog. Again, if you want to bicycle in here, just warming up the body. Think about your hips going a little bit further back up to the ceiling and back, where you have your weight almost on the back of those heels. Roll the shoulders outward. And then gently walk those hands back to the feet. Pause a moment there in your forward fold. You can go a little deeper. I'm bending my knees a bit. And then I'm gently just going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, stacking. Push those feet into the mat. Push the feet into the mat. Roll the shoulders back. I'm already warming up. I've got to take one layer off. Doesn't take much to warm up these days. All right. Again, standing in the back of your mat, inhaling, arms up to the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling. Look at the sky. Chin to chest. Bend those wrists. Roll on down one vertebrae at a time. Open up the feet to hip width apart. Forward fold here. Nice and gentle. Bend those knees as much as you like. I like to do it quite a bit. And then I'm just going to walk those hands out again. Monkey into your downward dog. Find the dog on your mat. Find your dog on your mat. Breathing into it. Breath work facilitates movement. Breathing facilitates movement. When you hold your breath, it doesn't help at all. So just think about breathing in and out. Reaching that right leg behind you, directly behind you. The foot points down to the floor. The heel presses back to the wall. Hold it here, three-legged dog. Reach the hips back a little bit more. Bend the right knee into the chest and step forward in between the hands. Low lunge. Nice and easy. Hands are on either side of the right foot. The left leg is nice and long. The left heel pushes back towards your wall. Gentle twist to the right, placing the left hand down. I like to bend my right elbow and then extend it up to the ceiling. Yogi's choice, however it feels good to bring that arm up into that gentle twist. A little thoracic twist. Holding it here, really lengthening that left leg. Lengthen that left leg. Make it strong. Squeeze the glute. Squeeze the glute on the left side. Draw the right arm back down to the mat. Kick that right leg back to the left leg. And you're in your downward dog. Woo! Let's do an easy little chaturanga where you inhale to a plank. I'm going to drop my knees down to a push-up. Elbows close into the ribs. Inhale, upward dog. Nice and gentle. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting the left leg off the mat directly behind you. Toes point to the floor. Heel presses back to the wall. See if you can be on all 3 points. Right foot and 2 hands. Push back a little further into that right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest. Hold it there. And then step forward in between the hands on the left foot. Left knee is bent. It does not go beyond your left toes, that left knee. You're in a beautiful runner stretch. You're gazing beyond your mat a little bit. Right heel presses back to the wall. Gentle twist to the left. Reach that left arm up. Right arm is connected to the mat. Squeeze the right glute. Activate that right glute. Press into the mat with the left foot. Hold it here. Reach, reach, reach with that left arm. And now draw it back down to the mat. And let's step forward with the right foot in between the hands. Second set, flat back. Bring the hands right above those knees. Lengthen those arms and just push your hips back. Lengthen. Lengthen the neck. Push on back. Lengthen. Flat back. And now release. And we're just going to step left leg back, right leg back into your downward dog. Second set, chaturanga. Inhale to that plank pose. Exhale to the push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walk the hands and feet together in the center of the mat. And now slowly roll yourself up, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other. Last thing to come up is the head. Let's roll the shoulders back a little bit. You can put your hands on top of those shoulders, and then you can roll them forward. 2 or 3 one way, 3 or 4 the other way, whatever feels good, and then just kind of shake it out a little bit. And I am going to grab my block, put it in my right hand, prepare myself for a little triangle on the right side. Right leg turns out, left leg turns in. I have the block in the right hand. I'm in a nice little T, and I'm just going to reach with this right arm as far as I can, and then I'm just going to bring that block down to the mat, place my fingertips on it. Right now I'm not as open as I thought I would be. I can come down lower, but I like it up a little bit because I'm just not opened up in my left hip yet. Bit of driving yesterday, so my hips got a little tight. Anyway, we're just chilling in our triangle. Legs are nice and strong. I'm pressing those feet into the mat. Breathing gently. I might look forward. I am going to reach my right arm a little bit, wiggle my fingers, and then I'm going to take that right arm and look back beyond myself with that right arm nice and long, and then I'm just going to lift it up and then reach that left arm into a nice little V, push into the mat with the feet, and then you come on back up. Grab your block, and we're just going to switch legs, turning the opposite. Right leg comes in, left leg turns out, and we're doing triangle on our left side, opening up, really reaching with that left arm, trying to have that nice side body, nice and strong. Put that block down, left hand on the block, right arm up. Find your triangle. Breathe into your triangle. Press the feet into your mat. Be strong on the legs. I'm trying to really kind of rotate my legs outward. Rotating my legs outward. Stabilizing that pelvis. Breathing in. Reaching my right arm a little bit forward. Feel that deep stretch all the way down to my right little pinky toe. And then I'm going to take that arm and look beyond me, stretch it out behind you. And then back to straight up into the ceiling. And then we're just going to lift up nice and strong, both arms in a Y. YMCA, kind of really push those legs into the mat, reach the arms at an angle, and then open to a nice little T. Turn the right foot in, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. All right, let's jump a little bit. That just felt good for a second there. I don't know if anyone jumps very much anymore, but it sort of feels pretty good to do it right now. I wouldn't say I do this every day, but all right, it's just kind of good to kind of get the calcium in the bones sort of hitting a little bit. All right. Let's do a nice little tree pose. I'm feeling it already. I'm going to put a timer on for 1 minute so that we can be on our right leg first. It'll be just 1 minute here. I love it that I have this nice little ledge behind me now. So I'm going to be on my right foot, and then I'm going to be lifting this left leg up. It's either going to go on the inside, maybe slide down to the knee or to the ankle. Okay, so you're on your right leg. That's your tree. Find your roots and gently take your time and begin lifting left leg. And release, shake out that right leg. Woo. I was super wobbly. Couldn't get my balance there, but I stayed in. I held it together. I didn't drop, but if you do fall out, just go right back in. If you need to put one finger on your foam roller or on a counter, go right ahead. No judgment. We're going to be on the left leg and lifting the right leg. Again, find your point of concentration. Take your time. Gently begin. And release. Shake out that left leg. Nice. And we got through our balance pose. I just want to see if we can do, I'm going to try a little warrior 3. And I might need my foam roller just to put a finger on it. So warrior 3, I haven't done this in a long time. So we're just going to, I think, let's just do 30 seconds. To see if we can balance. It's one leg you're balancing on. We're going to start with the right leg, and you draw the left leg behind you and up in the air. It doesn't have to go too far. Okay, it's just I'll demonstrate. Arms up, I have my yoga block in my hands to kind of press it. It'll take away from trying to be so steady on my right leg, but you press your hands together. So my arms will be up to the ceiling. I think I'll go this way. Right leg is forward. And then you're gently just going to hinge forward and then gently just kind of lift that left leg off of the mat. Left leg comes off of the mat. Okay, I can't hold it that long, but we're going to try 30 seconds, and whatever you can do, just try to stay balancing on that right leg with the left leg lifted. Okay? I'm going to put 30-second timer on. Take your time and begin. And then come on up and arms come down. That was kind of fun. It was working me. I was trying to get as low as I could with that leg up. And I always find myself, I have double matted, so I get a little wobbly more on my mat. So I'm going to try on my left leg to just do it off the mat on the wood floor. All right. 30 seconds, do what you can do. And if you're just even bending forward and you still have that toe connected to the ground, that's totally fine. And maybe lift it up a couple seconds and then put it back down. Lift it up a couple seconds and put it back down. If you can get your arms locked around by your ears, that's also good. Okay, 30 seconds. Take your time. Left leg is the grounding leg, right leg is lifted. And woo, come out of that pose. I like it because when I was squeezing into that block with my arms, I could feel my arms getting a nice little workout also. Okay. Yay. All right. We have one more balancing pose we're going to do, and it's rolling like a ball, and you just balance on your sits bones. But first, we're going to come to the back part of our mat, do a little couple more yoga poses, and then work our way down to the mat because we're all in these standing poses. So we're going to kind of work our way down. So we're going to inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling. And then bend those wrists, chin to chest, roll on down one vertebrae at a time. Open up those feet, hip width apart. Just do a nice little forward bend here. Walk the hands out. Downward dog. Feels pretty good. A lot of those leg strengthening, balancing poses, legs feel pretty darn good. I'm going to lift up the right leg and then stack the right hip onto the left hip, bend that right knee. Can you look underneath your left armpit and see your right foot at all? Extend that leg out, bring the hip forward, keep the leg in the air, three-legged dog, and now draw that right knee into the chest, and now draw it over to the right wrist, and we're going to do pigeon on the right side. Left leg is nice and long, pigeon, arms alongside of the knee. Whatever feels good to you in your pigeon. That top of the left leg, wants to be nice and long on the mat. And then you're gonna draw your forearms down to the mat. If that feels good, you can use your yoga block or make a little pillow with your hands and slide into a pigeon. The right knee is bent, left leg is long. Rock a little side to side, open up, talk to your right hip, your right glutes. Nice. And then slowly draw yourself up. We're going to do a seated twist. So let's draw that left leg all the way around in front of that right knee. If you can get it on the outside of the right knee, perfect. If not, just put it right alongside of the right shin. Draw those hands in there nice and tight in front of the shin. I'm going to take my left hand, put it behind my back, reaching my right arm up, and then I'm gentle twisting over to the left. You can look over your left shoulder with your eyes. You can look straight, you can look to the right, whatever feels good to you. Really finding that twist, seated twist, good abdominal work. And then release the arms and the upper body and twist to the opposite way. Twisting to the right, right hand behind the back, left hand grabs the ankle. Sitting up nice and tall. Looking either way with the head. Nice. And then untwist yourself, your legs. Come to a nice little quadruped. Knees and hands. Let's do a little cat-cow. So we're just going to go up to into the cat. Start to curl that tailbone, rolling, rolling, rolling. Slight head comes up. Press the mat apart with the hands and the knees. Slowly tuck that tailbone down. Middle back, upper back into your black cat. Drop the head all the way down. Curl the tail. Curling, just feel that whole vertebrae opening up. Press the arms and legs apart. The hips are starting to open up, the pelvis area. Curl the tail, last one to your black cat. And then just ease it out a little bit, relax, shift the hips side to side, wag the tail, as we call it. And then we're curling our toes under. Lift your hips up, downward dog. Left side, lifting the left leg up to the ceiling. Stack the hips, bend that left knee. Look underneath that right armpit. Can you find your left foot? Maybe you do a little ankle circle there. Reaching, lengthening, opening up that hip. Pushing back into that right knee, your chest goes towards that right knee. Lengthen the left leg, unstack the hips, hold it there 1 second, draw the knee in, and then bring it over to your pigeon on the left side. Extend that right leg nice and long. Up nice and tall in your pigeon if you'd like to be, and then you can come on down. Place your hands in a nice little pillow, forehead onto the pillow. And finding your pigeon, kind of move around in there if you want to, or you can just stay static. Top of the right foot is on the mat, on the floor. The knee, the ham, the quadricep, all lined up. Breathe into it. Slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to cross that right leg over the left leg to a nice little seated twist. right leg in front, left leg is bent. Hands in front of the shins, sitting up nice and tall. Take that right hand behind the back as an easel, left arm reaches up. We're just going to twist to the right, left arm on the outside, or you can hook it in that knee. You get a couple of different, I'm feeling it when I do this in my right glutes. If I do this, I feel it up in my like thoracic rib cage, trying to just get a little bit more movement, a little bit more ease, looking to the right, and then you can look to the left a little bit, whatever feels good in the neck. And then slowly release those arms and twist the opposite, right hand on the right foot, left hand behind you, sit up nice and tall, breathe into it. Woo. Excellent. And then come on out. We're going to get ready to do a little portion of our Pilates. Grab your ring of fire, take a sip of water, and we will start our nice little Pilates class here. And we will I lost it a moment. It was a nice little ring class that I had all lined up. Doobie. I know these by heart, but you think I could do them without following along with Karen, but I can't. Okay. We are going to take the ring, and it's going to be extended out in front of you on the right side. You'll place your right ankle, and you got to kind of measure it out because you're going to be long on the mat as you come down to the mat, arms above the head. Okay, and so what's going to happen is when you lift that left knee up, you're going to pressure right leg into the ring, and the left knee is just bent at 90 degrees. Don't lift up your head. And then you extend that left leg and arms, and then draw in again, pressing the right leg. Release the right leg, left leg goes long, and then press in. Here's 2, and then I'm going to reach long, and here's 3, reaching long, and 4, reach long, press that right leg down, 5, reach long, 6, we're going to do 8, I can feel this in my right hip, 7, and 8. Beautiful. And now switch the ring to the left foot. Left leg is nice and long. You can have your right knee bent, right arms up to the ceiling. And now when you extend out, you release, and when you bend in, you press. Extend out, release, and then press that left leg in. And here's 2. And 3, 4. My abdominals are engaged almost the entire time. And here's 6, coming up 6, and extend 7, bending that knee, and 8. That was good. I really like that one. And now switch back to the right leg on that little spongy part of your ring. And this time what's going to happen is you're going to roll up, okay? So you're going to have the arms straight up, knee is bent. And when you reach back, You're gonna roll up and extend that leg into the ring. So the ring probably should be more in the center of the mat. So you really reach into that, and then when you roll down, that leg bends, arm goes behind the back, inhale. Exhale, roll up. And roll back down. Inhale, exhale, roll up. 3. And back down. And 4. And back down. And 5. And back down. 6. And back down. 7. I'm pressing my right leg down. Last one on the right side. 8. Beautiful. Switch legs. Left leg comes on. And then right leg is bent. And I'm just going to roll on down. Keeping that right knee bent. Inhale. Exhale, roll up and bring that right leg inside the ring and then roll back down. Here's 2. Chin to chest, remember. 3. 4. 5. 3 more. 6. I can feel this. 7. Last one. 8. Woo! All right. Next exercise is, again, the ring is in front. Have your right foot on top of the ring. You're going to come down where you're on your forearms. Okay. Bending that right knee in. Extend it up. Bend and bring it down. Bend knee, left leg, extend up. Bend and bring it down. 3. Extend, bend, and bring it down. 4. Extend, bend, tap down. Press that right leg down. 5. Extend, bend, and back down. 6. And back down. 7. And 8. Beautiful. Sit up a moment and put that left heel onto the ring. Okay. Where I feel it is when I'm really pressing that ring down, I'm tapping up, press down as the right leg comes up. Keep it pressing and then release when you tap that right toe down, okay? And be strong on your forearms, chest is lifted. Bend the knee, extend and press. Keep the press and then release down. Here's 3. Press and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6 and back. 2 more. 7. Last one. 8. Extend, bend, and back down. Lovely. I like it. I like it. All right. We're still here. We're still here. So, meaning ring out there. We're going to do a bridge. It should be kind of fun. Right heel back onto the ring. And we're just going to bridge up and come down. 2 and come down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. And lift your butt up more. 7 and down. 8 and down. Woo! Switching to the left heel. These are kind of tough. I gotta sit up 1 second. Oh, all right, here we go. Left side. I just want to move my ring over slightly. All right, right foot is bent on the mat, and you're going to lift the hips up, press the leg down, and back down. Lift hips 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7. Last one. 8 and down. All right, I gotta come up off of my arms, stretch a little forward, grab your feet. And now we're just gonna come into our nice little quadruped. And we're gonna have the ring on the right hand. And we'll extend that left leg behind you. And then we'll switch and we'll do the opposite. So you have the ring right out in front, right hand on the ring. Left hand right below, and you're just going to lift the left leg and you press that right arm into the ring. Arm is nice and long, palm. You're not gripping the ring at all. All right, so here we go. Extend, press, and come back. Extend 2, press, and come on back. 3, and come on back, nice and gentle. 4, and come on back. 5, 6, 7, really press from the shoulder, and 8. And come on down. What I'm saying when I press, I want you to press all the way, feel that whole arm pressing when you extend the leg out. Ring goes on the left side. Left arm is extended. Right hand is right below that right shoulder. And now right leg extends, left arm presses, and come on back. Extend, press, and come on back. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then sit back onto your heels a moment. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Whew. All right. We're going to have that ring on your right side and left hand down. And this time, what's going to happen is just leg kicks. You're just lifting up and holding that ring down. All right. And you're just going to kick up 8 times. All right. Doesn't have to go super high with that kick. Left leg kicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch to the left arm nice and long, right leg long. Lift up that right leg, press in, and then tap down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and long. 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Sit back onto your heels. We're going to do a little side work. So we're just going to take the ring on the, I'm going to be on my right side of my body. The ring is at the end where my feet are. Right leg goes on the inside. I'm going to have my right hand underneath my head. Left leg is nice and long. Press down with the ring with the left. Draw the left knee in and then bring it inside the ring. And that's 1. release, come back out, press down, bend the knee, put the leg inside nice and long. This takes balance. And now press that 3. Bend in, inside the circle, bend the knee, on top of the circle. Press 4 and bend in. Woo. Can you have your hand on your hip? This is 5, 6, 7. Last one on this side. 8. Beautiful. I'm going to switch to my left side of my body. And so I'm just going to switch on the mat. You guys just turn around. Same thing. Left leg inside the ring. Left arm behind your head. Right leg on top. And you're just going to press down with that right leg. You're doing abductors here. Bend in. Extend that leg long. Bend it in and come on top. Press 2. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. Press on top of the ring. 3. Bend. Find your length here. Press 4. And balance. 5. I can feel this in my abs a lot, especially when I press down right here. And here's 6. And 7. Last one, 8. Pressing down. Woo! Bend, lengthen inside the ring, bring it back and on top. Nice. Come on up. We're going to go back onto our left side. And this time, we're just going to have the ring. You're going to have your legs, feet inside the ring, both of them. Laying down on the mat. Right arm underneath the head. Left arm can be on the hip or right in front, wherever that feels good. And the exercise is we lift the ring off and press it apart, bring it down. Lift up 2 and bring it down. 3 and bring it down. 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm pushing apart when I bring it up. 8 and down. Woo! I think I got to do that on the other side as much as I don't want to, but I am. All right. Left leg inside the ring. Right leg on top, inside also, excuse me, right leg inside, both legs inside. Your ring is kind of down by the ankles, right above the ankles. The legs are perpendicular, even with each other. Left hand behind the head. You're going to lift the legs up, press it apart, and then back down. Lift up 2, press, and back down. 3, and back down. 4, and back down. 5, and back down. 6, and back down. 7, last one, 8, press apart and back down. Bend those knees in, roll onto your back, draw your knees into the chest, nice little happy baby. If you want to, just grab in front of your knees there, rock side to side. Last exercise is leg circles. I'm going to stay on this left side, and the ring is going to be, again, down by your left ankle. And you're just going to be on Actually, I should take that back. No, the ring is right in front of you as you have your left knee bent, and you're going to be on your right, left forearm. Right hand is in front of you on your ring. Okay, this is your starting position. No slouching. Sit up tall. Lift that right leg and press down as you do one circle forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, not big circles. 6, 7, 8. Reverse that circle. Press down on the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Bring that knee in. Hit that hip out. Let's switch. This is our last exercise. We're on our right side. Right forearm bent. Right knee bent. Ring right in front of you. Left leg extended nice and long. Okay. The hand, the palm is opened up. And we're just going to lift that left leg, press into the ring and do a little circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to stay steady. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pause, reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen the leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that leg in. Hit it out. Whoa. That is our portion of the Pilates class. Really good class today. I felt it. I'm just going to come back to my meditation pillow. 1 second. We'll close the class out. It's 9:59. Come up onto your meditation pillow. I'm going to open up my legs wide. You don't have to, but it kind of feels good to me to have my legs wide open for a second. Reaching my arms in a nice little T. I love the combination 50-50, little Pilates, little yoga, little Pilates, stretchy stretch, some strengthening. Cross the legs in front of you. I'm going to do the opposite, left leg in, right leg of what I did in the very beginning of class. Just close your eyes a moment. You can place your hands in prayer right in front of you. Thumbs just right at the chest bone area. Beautiful. And gratitude for practice today, for coming, for showing up. Me coming and showing up. You guys coming and showing up. It's all for the benefit of yourself, for your breath, for your muscles, for all the good stuff on the inside of the body, which then reflects on the outside of the body, so you can have a calming, wonderful day today. So I really appreciate it. Namaste. Thank you so much.